Let's talk about multi-office phone systems. Working from home. If your staff are working from home or working remotely, this is turning your business into a multi-office business, certainly from the perspective of your phone system and telecommunications. And there are some important considerations for this. The first thing is you only need one phone system. This surprises many people, but over the years we've seen duplicate systems and costs quite often, and it's totally unnecessary. There are 4 big issues for multi-office phone systems. Number 1 is the need to create efficiencies, particularly when it comes to staff utilization. And this is actually the bigger issue than call costs for businesses with multiple sites. Another huge issue is missing calls, and that can come from call overload, the ineffective use of caller ID or setup of caller ID, and of course the setup of the phone system. One business where we put a phone system in and did this correctly experienced an increase in calls the very next day from when the phone system was commissioned. And they hadn't implemented new marketing. What was happening was all the calls were being captured instead of calls being missed. Now when you talk to Greg, he can explain to you in a little bit more detail the technical side of why that happens, but we see it very often that businesses are missing calls that have dollars attached to them, and it's a thing you want to avoid. Cost reduction is another great opportunity for multi-office businesses, and this is about removing duplicate costs. Why have 2 or 3 phone systems and sets of equipment when you only need one? Multiple telco setups, and of course why support, maintain and service multiple sets of equipment when you only need one. The 4th big issue is supporting staff with smart call distribution. Another one of our customers reported stress reduction in staff by being able to effectively distribute calls from areas of peak call to areas where calls weren't as high. This also saved him in excess of $300,000 a year by not having to increase staff levels in sites that were receiving peak calls, because the calls could be intelligently distributed to sites that weren't as busy at that time. Now that's a wonderful advantage. So in conclusion, you only need one phone system to service multiple sites in your business. You can increase efficiencies while reducing costs. So if you'd like to talk to Greg about some of the unique opportunities for multi-office phone systems, call 1300 58 4000.